Did you see Bill Gates' latest warning? At the end of the video, I'll show you how I'm playing this, because there's a small cat hidden gem project that's working on the solution.
Company which has gained the backing of high-level investors like Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Katy Perry, the World Bank Group, and the Rockefeller Foundation wants to fight food waste.
There is something going on. I don't know if you have seen this. I realized recently they are coming after our gardens. They now say, according to this article, food from urban agriculture has carbon footprint 6 times larger than conventional produce, study shows. A new University of Michigan lead in international study finds that fruit and vegetable grown in urban farms and gardens have a carbon footprint that is on average 6 times greater than conventional grown produce. What do they mean? They are telling us we should not be able to have gardens again. However, a few city-grown crops.
Apeel coating is now applied to fruits and vegetables at major grocery stores, but there's more to the story than you've been told. Food companies have already been applying Apeel coating to fruits and vegetables for 5 years. Since 2018, Costco has been selling apples and avocados that contain the Apeel label, and Walmart has been selling cucumbers that contain the label since 2020. Apeel cannot be washed off with water and is made by processing grapeseed oil with the use of 2 solvents, being ethyl acetate or heptane. The base ingredients in Apeel, which are mono and diglycerides, permit up to 21,000 parts per million of ethyl acetate and 23,000 parts per million of heptane in the final coating. They also permit up to 6% soap, 10 parts per million of palladium, 3 parts per million of arsenic, 2 parts per million of lead, and 1 part per million of cadmium and mercury. The coating is classified as generally recognized as safe, which indicates that the FDA did not do its own safety review of it, and it was done by the food and chemical industry. And you may be thinking that if you buy organic, then you can avoid this, but that's not the case. The Organapeel label is approved for use in organic products. Back in 2002, the NOSB approved mono and diglycerides for use in organic food, but restricted their use to the drumroll drying of food, specifically for potato mash mixes. Since the NOSB cannot find any favorable replacements, they have continued to allow its use, which has now been expanded to food coating. The company, which has gained the backing of high-level investors like Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Katy Perry, the World Bank Group, and the Rockefeller Foundation, wants to fight food waste. Food waste is a significant issue that I've touched on many times. However, I believe this is a concerning band-aid solution to a much bigger problem, which is that people are disconnected from their food sources. Rather than stressing yourself out with looking at all the food labels to see which brands do and don't apply Apeel, my recommendation would just be to buy fruits and vegetables directly from farmers who grow them.
Yes, it is frightening that these people are gradually taking over every sector. Just imagine this. You'll be thinking buying organic or doing this is more safer, but not knowing you are in more trouble. It is frightening, like seriously.
Drill garden. I mean, that's kind of a no duh, but okay, we're going to go through this because this new study makes me think that maybe they are. Here's a new study that suggests that urban gardens have a higher carbon footprint than conventionally grown produce. In this study, researchers say gardens like this one, they're bad for the earth, worse than conventional farming. Now, why this worries me is because when we see globalists tell you what has a high carbon footprint, then they're signaling to us what they're going to start tamping down on. What that makes me think of.
Now taking a look at this article, the exception review by our study suggests that urban agriculture practitioners can reduce their climate impact by cultivating crops that are typically greenhouse grown or air freighted. In addition, making changes in site design and management, said study co-lead author Johnson, a doctoral student. Urban agricultures offer a variety of social, nutritional, and place-based environmental benefits, which makes it an appealing future of future sustainable cities. The work shines light on ways to ensure that urban agriculture benefits the climate as well as the people and places it is safe. These are the same talking points I usually say with the World Economic Forum.
Ecocide as a word is it's becoming better known around the world, and the concept is generally mass damage and destruction of nature. But legally speaking, what our organisation and other collaborators aim to do is to have this recognised legally as a serious crime. Because one of the issues that sort of pervades all of this discussion is that we have a kind of cultural, very ingrained habit of not taking damage to nature as seriously as we take damage to people and property. And that, I mean, you know, if you're campaigning for human rights, at least you know mass murder, torture, all of these things are serious crimes. But there's no equivalent in the environmental space. And so, you know, unlike an international crime like genocide that involves a specific intent, with Ecocide, what we see is actually what people are trying to do, what businesses are trying to do is make money, is farm, is fish, is do all of these things that are, producing energy and so on as well. But what's missing is the awareness and the conscience around the side effects, around the collateral damage that happens with that.
A lot of our things, what you can do is scarcity, and we have products which you can make via biology. It's so that you can replace or augment natural products, especially with climate change making them more difficult to produce. The other thing that you can use with AI is increase your solution space. So if you love the taste and aroma of vanilla, can we have something that's reminiscent of that is new to the world, and using AI to increase that solution space that a human alone would not be able to do? So that's something we're definitely leveraging, using receptor biology data and millions of data points there, using our understanding of taste and smell to identify what can be new that can help consumers to have sustainable solutions that are also really desirable.
Yes, to be honest, the more I watch videos from the World Economic Forum, I detest them the more because their ideas to me are too extreme. I really wonder if these people are eating. I really want to know the type of food this lady is eating. Linking farming now to ecocide. A lot of things are happening. I think you saw the new study I tried to read out so you can understand exactly what is going on. This normal gardening that we usually do, to them, they are not really friendly. So we should adapt to this greenhouse, ways of farming. These are the methods, they are, advocating for. I want you to know your thought, partaking to these videos you just watch, and please remember to share the video so a lot of people can actually see the world we are treating to.
Did you see Bill Gates' latest warning? At the end of the video, I'll show you how I'm playing this, because there's a small cat hidden gem project that's working on the solution. Here's what's happening. Bill Gates has been warning of a global hunger crisis, statements which have been echoed by all of the top world leaders, including just recently by the World Economic Forum.
It's laughable that you would, or anyone would, describe Davos as protecting liberal democracy. And elites tell us that open borders and even illegal immigration are okay.
And divided by class.
My spirit name is Ozawa Makwa. To my work.
And coming as a white man.
Last week or so, right? Yeah. That old world vision is rearing its head again that says the people cannot be trusted to self-govern. They'll ruin themselves, right?
No, you want people to get rid of cows? Are you sure that